So about 2 years ago, I have built a water cooling loop for my laptop, and I was very short on budget, so everything had to be Ghetto. The water block is from eBay, of course. It's 4 cm by 4 cm, and in the item description, it says it was for Northbridge, but it fitted in my graphics card and laptop CPU very well, so it's awesome. For the tubings, I picked up some cheap silicone tubes that was available at about $10 per meter. For the reservoir, I took an old container-ish thing and made a bit of modification, but then I changed it to large steel pot for a reason. I'll come back to that later. The water pump is from back when I had pet fish. Rest in peace, my little fish that I forgot the name of. The tube was rather tight fit to the block, but I added some more zip ties to ensure it. Zip ties are going to be your best friend in this build. Because of course there is no screws that fits MXM card standard, which I think is called M2 or something. So I had to zip tie the entire thing. Now back to the reservoir. Because I was running so short on the budget, I couldn't get the radiator, which was about $50. So instead I decided to not have radiator and just put some ice inside the reservoir, and hopefully it doesn't reach high temperature until the end of gaming session, which didn't turn out well with small reservoir. So instead I got a large pot which was made out of steel that also gave me a little advantage in losing heat into the air. Also, it was much easier to add some more ice. It's not quite practical, but it worked. Sometime later when I had budget to buy a radiator, I got a radiator and I got a fan from my garage, which of course didn't fit the radiator, so I basically taped it to the radiator, and it surprisingly worked well. Because I had the radiator, I was able to change back to small reservoir again, and I sealed it, so now it was looking like a proper water cooling loop. The fan is powered by Ghetto power supply next to it. Yes, the entire theme is Ghetto. Since all the footages are taken from past, and I don't have the water cooling loop in my laptop right now, I don't have actual benchmarks to show you. But as far as I remember, the temperatures were very low, ranging in between 40 to 50 Celsius degree, even when I was overclocking approximately 25%. So in conclusion, water cooling surprisingly works well with insanely budget parts as well. And even though how ghetto it looks, as long as there's no leak, it should be able to last. Thanks for watching this short episode of little and fun projects that I have done in the past. Let me know what you think about custom water cooling your laptops. Is it practical? Or is it something that you should never do?